What's up, world? It's your boy Double O coming at you live from Atlanta, Georgia. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a great week thus far. It is day number 81 in the series, and November the 7th. So, again, we're going to pick up where we left off the last couple of days. We were talking about how to acquire wealth. Tonight, I'm going to talk a little bit about the law of attraction and luck. You know, many times we see people who we think are lucky. People who might win the lottery, or, they may, find a bag full of money or whatever the case may be. Or, they might go to the casino and win, a few $1,000s. Some might win, multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. But, those are very rare occasions. And most times, when you acquire or when you come across money like that, it's like water in your hands. It's very difficult to hold because it comes with no appreciation. But I want to talk a little bit about how to really acquire luck or really attract great investments to you, or ways to really come across those type of things. Number one, I want to talk about is something that we must all kill in ourselves, or I suggest that we get rid of. Find a way to really beat this enemy, because this is an enemy that causes many problems and issues in lives all across the world. And that enemy is the enemy called procrastination. Many times we hear stuff like these videos. Like when I heard the gentleman who prompted me to do this 90-day series, when I heard him say, I want everybody out there to do a video for 90 days. And he went through the reasons why and things of that nature. But he's the CEO of a very large multi-level marketing company. And, I took him up on that challenge immediately. I heard it one day, and the very next day I started the challenge of doing this 90-day series. And I didn't have a plan really mapped out. All I really wanted to do was share my experiences with the world, and tell you my story, and give you access to some of the resources that I have used, that really have helped me over the years. So this is one, The Richest Man in Babylon, is a really, really great book on investing, and it teaches you really the fundamentals of saving, teaches you the fundamentals of how to acquire wealth, teaches you the fundamentals of protecting that wealth once you have acquired it. It also talks about giving your wealth away and being responsible about giving it away. But a principle that he talks about really is killing procrastination. And good fortune runs away from those people who procrastinate about doing things, about taking advantage of certain things. And it's very important as you start to save your money, as you start to educate yourself on investing, that you kill that enemy of procrastination. And once you have, some money set aside and good deals start to present themselves to you, it's very important that you take advantage of them. Many times you may hear of some, like real estate, for instance. You hear about a house going up for auction, or you hear of a piece of land that could be going up for auction, or somebody says, hey, you should investigate. They're having a land sale, and you have some money set aside. You've been saving your 10% of your money. Go and look at those type things, because as I said, land and houses, those things are pretty good investments. They're most times they're pretty safe. And, I want you to do your due diligence, but don't overthink it. I want you to be educating yourself right now. So start educating yourself. What do you want to invest in? Think about the things that you know about and things that you have interest in, and start looking into those things right now as you're building your investment capital. Another thing is, many of us miss those great opportunities because we hesitate, because we fear of losing what we have accumulated. And the only time really, you don't want to risk all of the principal that you save, but you really want to look at safe investments, and don't be afraid to really step out on faith and go and make a good investment and make things happen. Study, get good advice, make good decisions. Not every decision is going to be what you thought it was going to be. Sometimes you may make a mistake, but that's how you learn. That really helps you build your skill. You don't want to go out there and risk everything. But, in the book, it talks about, one of the main characters, he risked a lot of money on foolishness. Going to the casino and risking, trying to win money at the casino, that's a risk that I think is foolish, or betting, playing the lottery. Those are foolish things. Those are not really investments. That's gambling. You know what I'm saying? You really are the odds are against you in those situations. The house is always going to win. The house is not going to lose in any situation. Trust me. So you really want to think about investing instead of gambling. Now, if you have, some discretionary income that you like to, risk on games of chance, that's up to you. I'm not telling you how to live or how to spend your money. What I want to do is give you good advice that will prompt you to think about how you spend your money and how you invest your money and what you're going to do. Another great way to really start to build, your income is pool your resources with like-minded people. There are many opportunities to get into investment clubs or, invest in mutual funds. And the mutual fund really is a lot of people getting together, investing their money into, several stocks that you've chosen. That's all the mutual fund really is. It's a mutual agreement among the investors that we're all going to invest our money, little pieces of money in each one of these funds. So break that stuff down. Today there was an IPO, this initial stock offering for Twitter. Those are great short-term investments. Get in while, in the beginning, the price goes up, stock prices go up, you make some money, and then you want to get out of those, but you want to invest in, longer term things. And as I said, I don't want to give any type of investment advice here, but, I just want to suggest things to you so you can start learning. If you don't know what an IPO is, please go Google that tonight. Go Google what IPO means so that you understand what that initial process is and understand how people make money doing that, because it's very, very important, and they're low risk investments. A lot of times you can get in, make you some good money, and then take your money and diversify it and put it out into a few other things. The next thing is, learn to take action. You want to take action as soon as possible, as soon as you possibly can. Start taking action and making investments. Men of action are favored by the goddess of good luck. Those of you who are not afraid, who have started saving your money, who have written your goals down, who have created your financial plan, created your budget. Remember, I said budget is just a fancy word for a plan on how you're going to handle your finances. So please pick up this book, start studying it. You can go back and you can recap on some of the things that I've talked about in the last couple videos that I've done. But really, I want us to really think about, creating a strong foundation for our future. Lots of times people want to entice you to jump into all of these various multi-level marketing companies and get rich quick schemes and all that type of stuff. And if you want to try your hand at that, that's great. I've tried my hand at a bunch and failed at a bunch of them. But what I've always come back to is, if you save your money, you make good investments, you take care of your financials really well, you will do good in life. So again, thank you very much for listening. Please go get the book Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clasen. And again, tomorrow night I will finish talking about some of the other principles that are discussed in the book. Thank you for listening. Peace. One love. Double.